Jessica!
That is literally how I imagine the end of the film being after the parents show up and see these characters as one. This is exactly what I pictured would have happened moments later. But man, so the new movie Together with Alison Brie and Dave Franco was absolutely awesome. It was so outrageous and written and directed by Michael Shanks. Apparently, this is his theatrical debut. He's only done some short stories and like one other movie. But wow, man, this movie was hilarious. I've been so excited for this film for a couple months now. The first trailer just got me completely hooked. I love body horror, stuff like The Substance, The Thing. Movies like that are just so great to me, and I just love seeing some twisted, squeamishly gory, bloody body horrors. I love all of that. And so seeing this trailer got me so hyped, so excited, and finally watching it, I can say that it delivered on all fronts. It was so much fun, so many cringy moments, so many look away from the screen moments. It was just phenomenal. It was awesome. But so the film follows Dave and Allison as this couple, right? They're moving out into the wilderness because Allison's character, she got this new job. She's a teacher in like the middle of nowhere, this random secluded, wilderness city somewhere. And Dave, being an aspiring musician, starving musician, as you would say, he agrees to join her, in this move, of course, because they love each other and they've been together for so long that they're almost basically codependent. But he also has this life that he wants to live that he can't really do out in the middle of nowhere. He wants to play shows and play these gigs. He's writing songs and all this stuff. So he's not really his cup of tea to just go out into the middle of nowhere, away from all his friends, away from all he knows. But he loves her, so he's gonna go with her. Usually you just bite the bullet for the people you love sometimes and just follow them through life. And if they're gonna be your partner, right? And so at the beginning of the film, she ends up proposing to him, and he is shocked and doesn't know what to say. And she kind of realizes that maybe we aren't good together. Maybe this is the time we should split. Because if you don't split now, we're only going to come further together later. But, if they don't leave now, he's going to have to move out with her. And then, when things do get bad, it'll be harder for them to separate and harder for him to just try to move back to the life he lived. So he agrees to move with her. They move out here and they find out that there's a hiking trail that they can take a look at. Just get some nature in, be outside, spend some quality time together. And they end up falling into this cave, and they end up exploring this cave because they're kind of trapped there. And they find this well. The well looks super freaky, very, very cringy, creepy looking well. Like, why would you want to drink from it? It's probably super nasty, but it's all these vines leading into this hole with water, right? And it turns out they drink the water. Now, earlier in the film, they show these two dogs that are drinking the water from the well, and the two dogs end up being fused together in a really really quick flash of a freaky, disgusting dog melding scene. And they end up drinking the water and end up having this occurrence happen in their bodies where they are just drawn to each other. They are connected, magnetized, however you want to say. They are being pulled literally together to be fused, and their bodies are trying to fuse together. But apparently the sensation of this is better than sex. It is better than any orgasm you've ever had. It's just going to get you fired up, and you're going to love and want to be with and in this person physically, literally physically. And so the whole movie, they're just trying to figure out what the hell is going on to them. Dave Franco's character is way more in tune to what's going on because of this past trauma that he's had, and he just realizes that something is not right. Whereas Allison, she's dealing with thinking that he doesn't want to be with her, thinking that he's trying to distance himself from her, when in reality he's trying to distance himself because he's being pulled to her physically. He can't stop himself. And so the movie progresses with them. Well, Allison ends up finding out that her neighbor, one of her neighboring teachers as well, her coworkers, ends up being the leader of this random bell cult. It's this cult of this circle symbol on this bell. And she finds out that when he got married to his boyfriend, he became two homos in one. Him and his boyfriend conjoined to make one body. So they are a mashup between both of them, and it is just so random, so wild that at the end of the film, they end up realizing they are in love with each other. They do want to spend the rest of their lives together. This is something that they cannot get away from unless one of them dies, but neither one are willing to sacrifice the other. So they end up conjoining into literally a transgender individual. They become a they, them. They become a he, she. And at the end of the film, the parents, their parents are supposed to come to visit them for a little housewarming dinner. And when they open the door, they are a horribly CGI'd version of what both of them would look together, which is why I laugh at that. It's me, Jessica. scene from the hot chick, because that's exactly what the parents are gonna be freaking out, wondering where their daughter is, where their son is, and then they're gonna have to like believe and deal with the fact that they are one. Now, when Allison finds out about all of this through the exposition of the two gay lovers that are now one man, there's a scene where she like slaps him, but she slaps him so hard that his face kind of starts to split. So apparently you can still be separated from each other, but it would probably be immensely painful, right? I mean, just coming together seems to be overwhelmingly painful. Like, it's so creepy, so disgusting at the end when they do start fusing and their bodies start fusing into each other. It is absolutely jarring to watch, but the effects on everything were just so cool. It's just that ending CGI shot of them supposedly merged as one. It just looked so fucking bad. I almost wish one of them would have died just to have one of them have their lives back, but realize that they lost the person that they love, because apparently these two hikers get lost that also found the well, and Dave ends up seeing them later on in the cave, even though they never fucking saw them earlier. Somehow I guess they ended up just coming back to the cave, but when he comes back, they're there and they are like barely fusing, but then they stop fusing because I guess one of them killed themselves mid-merge. So if you kill yourself mid-merge, then you can't keep merging, because I'm assuming that body is now dead. The cells have died, so they can't conjoin anymore. So they're kind of like this horrible Frankenstein's monster version of themselves, and it's disgusting. So I mean, like I said, I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Just that ending was the ending shot was just so bad. But hey, congratulations, Mr. Shanks. I cannot wait to see what you do next. It was completely worth the wait. It was just so fun. Like, the whole scene of their arms being molded together was just outrageous. The sex scene was hilarious. All of it was great. I would say 10 out of 10. I'd even say 9.5, 9 out of 10, only because that ending shot literally took me out of the film, but it was still phenomenal. I expected the ending to just, it's me, Jessica. I was just expecting that because it would have been so funny. Like an after credit scene of them eating dinner and the family just like in shock and just shocked of like, what the fuck? But yeah, Together, check it out. If you haven't, it's a must-see. Guarantee you will love it. My favorite scene is easily when he's in his office, his little like work office, making music, and then she hits the pane glass window, and as he's standing up, she's standing up, and then as he goes on his tippy toes, she starts levitating. Like, that shit was awesome. So fucking freaky. Absolutely awesome. But yeah, definitely check it out. Together. I loved it. Totally worth the wait. So hell yeah, Michael Shanks. Hell yeah. Absolutely fucking awesome. This has been Ghost in the Craig. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys later.